SP Convo, SP Convo. Let's do it. I'm back today. Another episode. Yeah, man. Today just had me just want to express, like influence. Different people around the world influence and how people mimic other people. You know, whatever you look at, whatever you watch, whatever you see, sometimes you want to mimic that. So I said, what can I throw out there? I said, fashion. Fashion. Who dressed the best? You know? I'm just thinking about it. So, so many people got different styles and different taste. So looking at black people, I said, let me see how the Americans dress versus the Africans versus the Caribbeans versus the Europeans. I'm just saying versus for lack of a better word, because it's not a competition, but it's just to highlight cultural pride and highlight people's ambition. Sometimes clothes make a person feel good, brings their esteem high. Here, today, I'm gonna be a little messy. I'm gonna be a little messy. So first on the scene, you got black Americans. I'm gonna point out a few things that I noticed at the end. Put up a couple of photos from different places on this earth of black people. How they look similar, how they look different. And the one thing that stand out, I'm gonna take it from a time period of the 50s into about 2000. Look at these women here, man. These American women. Look how pretty they look. Look at that. Look at that. See that? Look at that. White dress, black and white photo. Look how clean the steps are. Look how clean those ladies look. Look. Mm. Damn near excellence. Clean. Skin sharp, flexing, elegance. Elegance, man. Can't can't say nothing less. That's the best. 1950s, United States of America. You know, you don't realize how proud the people are until you go back into the time and say, damn, woo-wee, That's that USA brand right there. That's that USA brand. And just to think that there was a lady on a podcast some months ago, and I think she was of Haitian descent, and she said, "Dirty Black Americans." So, just the 1950s. This picture came out the 1950s. I don't see nothing dirty there. Ooh-wee! Everything look clean. I don't know, man. People say the most profound things for no reason. Now we're gonna take another look at this beautiful woman from America. Look at that. Look at that. See? Up close and personal. The first one, light skin, beautiful long hair. Second one, dark skin, nice short hair. Third one, dark skin, nice short hair. Fourth one, brown skin, full hair. Next one, dark skin, full hair. And I don't think those wigs now. Back then, I don't think they had wigs back then. That's beautiful full hair. And the last one, looking like a teacher. Looking like a teacher. Might be a teacher. Or she might just be a little bit older. Thick ankles. Woo-wee! That's clean. That's a perfect picture right there. That's Black American pride. USA branded best. 1950s. So at the same time, 1950 USA, I pulled up some photo how the African females was dressing 1950s fashion. They was up to par. They was doing their thing. They was doing their thing. 1950s. Trying to almost mirror the United States females. But they was doing their thing. Jump into that. Fair use, man. All these photos that I'm showing you is fair use. It's for educational purposes. Look at that. See? Chocolate skin. Got their hair more coarsely fined. They got their dresses on. Sequenced. Pink. Colors is kind of off, but this is a color picture. The first picture was in color, so you don't know what kind of colors they really had on. But this is Africa, 1950. Nice backdrop. The buildings. Black woman. Black woman. All over the world. And at the same time, you had women from the Caribbean, 1950, dressing up in the way she feel. Sorry, coach. 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, as I was saying, 1950 in the Caribbean. This is how the ladies looked in Guyana. Let me take it back. This country, the country in Africa, 1950. This is Nigeria, okay? This is Nigeria, 1950s Nigeria. So now I'm going to take it back. Now I'm going to take it to the 1950s. This is how the females in Guyana was dressing. 1950 fashion, Guyana. See? They cultural ties, bright colors, they dresses. Black women from around the world. Body types, all different shapes and sizes. Skin tone, all different shapes. So, I mean, all different colors, skin tone. Body frames, all different sizes. Beautiful woman across the globe. But we got to see what fashion sense stands out. So it's the 1950s right there. 1950s. You understand? Then you gotta spin it ahead to the 1980s. So I'm just gonna break this down to show this what it says. 1980s. I put Black Americans fashion in 1980s. 1980s were a transformative decade for African American fashion, blending streetwear, high fashion, and cultural pride into a bold, self expressive style that became a defining part of the era's pop culture. The cultural context. The decade saw the rise of hip hop in urban centers like the Bronx, the visibility of black celebrities, and the emergence of black designers such as Patrick Kelly and Willie Smith. You understand? They had the magazines like Essence and Ebony showcase African American style as both aspirational and avant-garde. Oh, Garde, seven. Sorry, and avant-garde. So we're gonna take a reflection of 1980s. Here we go. 1980s. Black American woman. Look at that. Sheepskin. Gold chain. Gold earrings. Excuse me. The door knockers. See what I'm saying? Four finger rings. Chains. Rings. Earrings. The big hair. See, that's the 80s. The big hair. I'm saying the big hair. Big earrings. Big rings. Understand? You take it down here. Train station, urban. She got the flats on. Hold on to the railing. The graffiti. Even the graffiti was art. Even the graffiti, that's art. Take it back here, look. New York City bus in the background. Biggie Smalls said, lumberjack with the hat to match. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. That's what it is. Can't beat that with a bat. Can't beat that with a bat. So that's United States of America, black urban culture in the 1980s. Then we go to another Caribbean nation. We go to Jamaica, 1980s. This their sense of fashion. This how they was rocking. Look at that. Got his All Stars Converse on. Got his Jamaican Pride colors. You know? Look at that. Every country got their own sense of style, sense of fashion. Everybody doing their thing. Everybody trying. Work what they got. Work what they have. Now we're gonna jump into fashion in Europe, 1980s. 1980s European fashion was a vibrant mix of power dressing, bold colors, and subcultural expression, reflecting both global trends and local influences. Women's fashion. The decades began with the shift from the soft, romantic styles of the late 70s towards structured, confident silhouettes. Shoulder pads became a defining feature, especially in power dressing. I remember that. They had the shoulder pads underneath the dress to make a woman look more standoff. You know what I mean? Where women wore sharp blazers, tailored skirts, and high waist jeans to protect authority in the workplace. To project authority. I just said that in the workplace. This trend was popularized in the UK and had influence by figures like Margaret Thatcher, who tailored suits became a political and fashion symbol. Now we're gonna jump into how they looked. Bam. Understand? That's out there in the UK. In what's that? Croatia. Got their bright colors. See how she got it? Looking like a lemon lime fruit. Lemon and lime. Yellow and green. Down the top, she got the white bandana to match the white pants, the trousers, or the slacks. You know? She got a little gold chain on. Little jewelry right here. Little piece of jewelry. Costume jewelry. They trying to put themselves together. She got the flats on. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do their thing. Trying to do their thing. So that was the 1980s. You're going to fast forward to the 2000s. Now the 2000s, that's when the USA separate themselves from everybody. Nobody would have thought about that style. They would never thought about that. You know, it was a mix of the 90s baggy clothing with the 2000 getting more money, being more polished, more so than the rugged 90s, more informative, more marketable. That's when the USA fashion of the 2000 took off. Nobody else was competing at that time in the 2000 with the USA fashion. There's nothing they could do with it. Nothing they could do with it. By this time, the USA had the rest of the world in its clutches. When it came to fashion, in its clutches. That was it. That's when they separated the women from the girls, the men from the boys. You can say what you want, but it ain't gonna mean much. Now, whether this photo is generated by AI or not, just do with the times of the 2000s. Look at this. Bam. See? New York City streets. Taxi cab. Bam. Restaurant. Street lights. Understand? Restaurant. The over baggy clothing. Cargo jeans. Official sneakers on the feet. Gold chains. That's when the local designers, the neighborhood designers got their name. The average designer that was inside the house had the rap artists and the hustlers rock their stuff. You know? Turn that into high value. Of course, the baseball caps never went out of style. Bucket cap, baseball cap. Got the pearls on or the gold chain on. Baggy cargo. Large sweater underneath. Large overcoat. The Parkers. You know what I'm saying? That's when America took off and the rest of the country should stood far behind. Because in the 2000s, while this is going on in America, in Africa, this was going on. Right? This is from the 50s all the way to the 2000s. 1950 look, then the 60s look, then it's the 80s, then it's the 2000s. That's in Nigeria. That's how they changed their form of fashion to modern times. You know, that's how their outfits came too. Then even in my grandma's country, St. Croix, they still had that nostalgia of the 1980s USA, 1950s mix, independent woman slash workforce woman slash still trying to be pretzy or, you know, cultural. Right here. St. Croix. 2000s. That's that St. Croix Fashion Week 2000. BI. See? A little bit of that 80s working 9 to 5 vibe. That cruising blood. Cheese and bread. So that's what it is right there. So America separates itself from the rest of the world just off that. Just off that. America separates itself from the rest of the world. Because America is just a country that has everything. You know? America has everything. It has technology. It has the technology, man. It's really the technology because you look at the photos is hella put together. You know? So it's hella put together when it comes to United States of America technology. They're years ahead. But I don't knock nobody for being prideful where they come from, putting their things together too. And that's just what it is. It's the American way to be ahead of everybody else, to be in the lead, never behind. I want to see if I could just post something up real quick. See if I could post something up. right, just the 2000s. All right, so we're gonna throw this down. So this in the 2000s. You gotta put my Caucasian girls in there just to let you know how far in advance America is. That's in Austria, 2000. That's the Austrians' sense of dress. That's their fashion. See? Beautiful Caucasian females. See? Nice blue eyes, gray eyes, hazel eyes. Decent. Decent. Homely. Nothing extravagant. Nothing extravagant. But beauty's not within the clothes. But today I'm talking about America's fashion. Is it worldly? You damn tootin' it is. Who don't want to dress like an American, man? Who don't? Come on, man. Shit. Who don't want to dress like a good USA? Top of the line. And it don't make difference. It don't make a difference if majority of the clothing is made outside the United States of America. It's about who rock it right, who fashion it right. You understand? That's what it's about. Who fashion it right? Because I'm gonna say what it is right here. Break it down for you once, break it down for you twice. Watch this. Come on, man. Pull up, baby. Pull up. We're gonna break it down right here. We're gonna break it down right here. So I'm gonna catch you out there. Look, right here. Right here, bam. 2000, right? This is regular. 2000. Now this how they got it. It's the white American girls. See, look at white America. I just showed you the Caucasians from Austria, but look at the white American girls. Look how they dress. Can't knock that, man. Can't knock that. It's worldly. You need something to make you more of a believer. I got you. I got you. Watch this. Right here. I got you. Bam. Even more basic. So a person don't feel a certain way. Right here. Right here. I'm gonna break this down right here. Bam. Blow it out the window. Bam. Well, this is a mix now. I'm not gonna do that. No, I ain't gonna do the fabs. I'm gonna go straight in. Right here. Bam. Typical white right here. White American. Right here. Right out the gate. Here we go. Bam. Case closed right here. Bam. Look. Boom. Right there. White America right there. Bam. See? Look how they styling it. Look how they styling it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's that USA fashion. Put on a USA body. It's platinum. It's gold. It's out the park. It's a home runner. It's not a humdinger. It's out the park, baby. Guaranteed excellence. American fashion is worldly, man. It can't be beat, and it won't be beat. It can't be beat, and it won't be beat. That USA brand, baby. It don't get no better. I gave those other countries a shot. They don't got it. They just don't got it. US is that country that pride itself on fashion, good living, big cars, big homes, nice jewelry. It pride itself in the best. USA slogan, what is it? It's the American way. That USA flag, the colors right here, red, white, and blue. America is a worldly country. America is an everybody country. If you got an embassy there that says USA, then America is in your country. It have to be that way. And all the countries have culture. Every country have culture, style, grace, charisma. But at the end of the day, America is what it is. If you want to be big, come to the US of A. You want some fashion tips? Come to the US of A. You want to rock it right? Come to the US of A. You want to make something out of nothing? Come to the US of A. I told you today I'm going to be a little bit messy. That's just what it is, baby. That's just what it is, adults. So America is that country that is worldly. The fashion is worldly. Heck, pretty much anything that the USA put out there is fashionable and is worldly. That's how we do. Nothing much to say. SP Convo. SP Convo.